Hi, everybody. It's me, Max Farrell from Dex. Before you start training and you start trading all this stuff out there, and you really start getting serious and about to buckle down, I want you to just take a quick couple of seconds and hear me out on something about preparing your world. Besides the simple tools that you're going to need to trade, your internet, you got to have computer, your pen and paper, the signals page, Nadex, all these things have to be up and ready for you. But let me show you some easy ways to sort of set up your browser so you can get ready. And then I'll talk in a minute about distraction. All right, so here we are with the signals page I have on my browser right now. Let me just scope up here. I just have a couple of things. Now, listen, in Windows 10, if you're using a Windows product, when you're using Windows 10, even in some of the older versions, you can still do this. It's called anchoring. Now, what I like to do is that before my time starts for me to trade, okay, and we'll talk about that Einstein window here in a minute, but I grab all my windows and I anchor them by just clicking and dragging and forcing them over to a direction. And I grab everything that I'm going to need. I have my signals, I have my Nadex, I have my pages all ready, I have my charts down here ready to go. I might even have a couple of charts up and facing the directions that I needed them to face. Very easy to do, as you can kind of see here, okay? And I have everything ready for me to do the best job that I can do as fast as possible. And this is the biggest thing that you can do for yourself and your success is to be organized and get yourself into a pattern of consistency that will do you well. This is what's going to lead to your level of success that you want to get to. Okay, you have to be able to be organized to be able to follow the processes. All right, because there's a lot of little distractions people are always going to try to carve out of your time. Okay, so we'll talk about that here in a second. But there's just some quick, easy processes here. You can easily also do an overlay solution here if you like the bigger screens. I like this one too. When I'm flipping back and forth, if I have MetaTrader open or if I have my pages open, you can kind of go like this. This is another big one too, so you can quickly check to see what the signal was and have it just at a real quick click of the mouse. All right. You also may just be a person that can easily click between each one and do what you have to do. Write down the prices that you're going to be getting so you transfer over so you don't make any mistakes. It's very easy to do from that point. Because less distraction means more progress. That's right. You want to be able to remove Facebook, Instagram, anything, Twitter, anything that is going to be a distraction to you. Close the door, turn off the television. I mean, if you want to be empowered and you want to listen to radio, things like that, that's completely up to you. But the design of removing the distractions so you could focus on nothing but a few small things and details, because trading's distracting enough. And we don't need all the extra things to kind of make it worse. All right. So you want to be completely attentive to your time and the process that's right in front of you. Or you will ingrain some bad habits. Okay. Even though that you may win a couple of times, you still might ingrain these bad habits in yourself and you'll end up draining your bank account or your balance down to zero. We don't want that to happen. We have this little part called the Einstein window in my house. And this is where I fire the best at certain particular times, or I get myself to be ready to fire at that level of success during these certain times that I need to be. I make sure that I'm well rested, that I'm well caffeinated if I have to be. It really depends. But everybody in my house knows that, hey, at 5 o'clock I'm trading, or 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock I'm trading, and there's no distractions, no interruptions at that particular point. Now, we know life gets in the way, but sometimes you just need to kind of put your foot down and say, nobody bothers me for the next 2 hours, whatever it might be. Your Einstein window is also a reference to when are you firing at that time? Are you caffeinated enough? Do you have enough sleep? Are you well rested and ready to go? And that's what you have to figure out as well. Listen, the market's open 23 hours a day from Sunday night at 6 p.m. to Friday night at 4 p.m. So there's plenty of time to find when it works for you. Our signals fire off 23 hours a day too. So we've really created this process so it will fit into many different schedules. Will you have to trade over a longer period of time in those slower periods? Absolutely. But listen, whatever fits into your schedule. Okay. My Einstein window works best for me at 8 o'clock at night to 11 o'clock at night when I'm trading. For some of you, it might be early in the morning, but there's a lot of news that happens in that time. So again, each session has its own nuance. At this time, I want to thank you for your time, and I really look forward to seeing you inside. And as always, trade well.